bless the USA.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, these young ladies out there would probably be a little bit warmer if you would help with applause. Monarch's first appearance was for President George H.W. Bush's inauguration in 1993. They're playing No Place Like Nebraska, America. Mr. Bill Kellett is director. They're passing by the reviewing stand on their way to 17th Street, so you folks around 17th Street have something really to look forward to. They're terrific. The staff consists of 5 officers from Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C., the oldest post of the Corps. And now, the United States Marine Band. Wyoming. They performed in the 1991 and 2000 Tournament of Roses Parade, the 1994 Macy's Parade, and the 1998 St. Patrick's Parade in Dublin, Ireland. The band today performing the Magnificent Seven and Ghost Riders in the Sky. The band is directed by Dave Bellis. Wyoming High School All-State Marching Band now passing in 1987 Mississippi Marching Band Championship. In 1999, these representatives of the Magnolia State made 2 notable appearances in New York City as a featured band in the Macy's Parade and on the Today Show. Performing Old Man River and Go, Mississippi under the direction of Mr. Ted Byrnes. For those of you near the 17th Street area, it's the Pearl High School Pirate Band coming your way. They're now passing in review.
The Tar Heels performed for the 1991, 93, 95, 97, 98, and 2000 Final Four tournaments. Directed by Jeffrey Fuchs and Brian Doyle, the Heels will perform Carolina Melody today.
Tar Heels, Ride with Pride is the motto of our next group. The 30 Blue.
In the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., its unique and energized marching style won the group top honors at the Cherry Blossom Parade in 2000 and the Howard University Battle of the Bands. Directed by Mr. Douglas Gilchrist, today, the Blue and White Marching Machine will perform the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
That celebrates Hawaiian culture through dance, song, music, history, and language. Known as Halau Ho'amau Akiwai Ola Hawaii, or words to that effect, their primary goal is to keep Hawaiian heritage.
In the 1998 Inside.com Bowl, they'll perform the Missouri Waltz and the Tiger Rag. Jerry Shillette is the band's director, the Missouri Marching Band.
The marching Mizzou now passing in review for the president and the vice president. Lots more to come.
Of Robert E. Lee have marched in 3 previous presidential inaugural parades. Both bands performed in the 1995 and 1999 Texas gubernatorial inaugural parades. Today, the 2 schools will perform Texas Landscape, written by Gary Doherty, as well as Texas Tribute, the Midland High and Midland Lee marching bands from the tall city of Midland, Texas.
Units in all formal parades. The mission of the Navy is to maintain, train, and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas. Of course, the U.S. Navy Band, President Calvin Coolidge designated the former Navy Yard Band the United States Navy Band in 1925. Since World War II, the Navy Band has continued to serve ceremonial needs in the nation's capital. Midshipmen represent the U.S. Naval Academy. These midshipmen were chosen from among each of the
Presidents Nixon and Ford, and will travel 1,300 miles to perform for President George Bush. They performed Big D for their inaugural parade. The brand is directed by David T. Keller. The SMU Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, now coming into view, right around the reviewing stand, is our education float, presented today to highlight First Lady Laura Bush's commitment to education, especially the drum community. They've won 4 drum corps associates,
World Championships, 3 American Legion National Championships, and won the 1998 World Association of Marching Show Band Championships held in London. Today, under the direction of Vincent Brawny, they will perform Yankee Doodle.
For those of you around the 17th Street side, the Empire Statesmen are on the way. They're passing in review right now. Empire Statesmen, so fittingly called.
U.S. Cavalry, as it appeared in the late 19th century, is the commanding general's mounted color guard from Fort Riley, Kansas. The mounted color guard is comprised of active duty soldiers who are recruited and trained at the home of the cavalry, Fort Riley, Kansas. Each soldier is proficient with his pistol, rifle, and saber, both mounted and dismounted.
For the 700th anniversary of the Trumbell family in Monaco. In fact, the JMU Marching Dukes just arrived back in the United States after performing in Athens, Greece on New Year's Eve. Today, the band will perform American Celebration for the inaugural parade, James Madison University Marching Royal Dukes.
Very nicely done. Good catch. The Texas Cavaliers serve as both a civic and a patriotic organization. The more than 490 members of the Cavaliers organize and present the Texas Cavaliers River Parade. It's the first of 3 Fiesta parades. They're now approaching the presidential inaugural reviewing stand. The Texas Cavaliers
in their repertoire and is known for their high standards of excellence. They'll travel 710 miles to perform This Is My Country for the inaugural parade, and we're glad they're here. The band's director is Ward Green.
During his tenure, the Rebel Regiment has won 47 grand championships and performed in the 1980 and 1996 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The band was scheduled to play in Ronald Reagan's 1985 inaugural parade that was canceled due to extremely cold temperatures. This stellar musicians marched in the Tournament Roses Parade in January of 2000. The James F. Byrd High School Marching Rebel Regiment Marching Band.
They're now passing in review. They'll be with the spectators close to 17th Street in just a couple of moments.
The Parade of Postal Progress features 4 antique Ford postal vehicles, as well as 6 of the Postal Service's 21,000 new flexible fuel vehicles from Ford.
Participated in a number of different spectacles, including the Fiesta Bowl, National Bowl Championships in 1987, 92, and 2001. Tournament of Roses Parade, the Portland Rose Festival, and the Florida Citrus Parade. The Tiger Marching Pride has earned 16 consecutive superior ratings at the Arizona Band and Orchestra Directors Association State Marching Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gilbert High School Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gilbert High School Band.
The 1st Cavalry Division's Horse Cavalry Detachment is based in Fort Hood, Texas. The mission of the detachment is threefold: to represent the 1st Cavalry Division and the U.S. Army in public appearances throughout the country, assist in recruiting by demonstrating the professionalism of active duty, reserves, National Guard, and the U.S. Air Force Academy. The U.S. Air Force, founded on its core values, integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all they do. The United States Air Force Band is the Air Force's premier musical organization. The band is known for its first-class performances that show through music the excellence of the U.S. Air Force. A composite squadron of 83 cadets represents the U.S. Air Force Academy today. The squadron marches beneath the colors of the outstanding cadet squadron for 2000, Cadet Squadron 33.
Precision college military band in the world, the Aggie Band has appeared in the Holiday Bowl, the Sun Bowl, 6 Cotton Bowl game festivities since 1986. They also marched in the 1990 inaugural parade for then Governor George W. Bush. The band awarded the 2000 Sutler Trophy by the John Philip Sousa Foundation, the Sutler Trophy known as the Heisman Trophy for college bands. The Aggies are playing the Texas A&M War Hymn. Gig 'em, Aggies.
Members. The great Fightin, Texas Aggie Band. Marching in review.
Following the Texas A&M Band, we have the Ross Volunteer Company, also from Texas A&M University. This 144-member drill unit is known for its distinctive military conduct and bearing. It is the...
That is, the 127-member band is under the direction of David T. Hank.
gentlemen, now approaching the Presidential Inaugural Reviewing Stand, we see representatives from the International Side Saddle Organization. Today's group of 39 performers, ranging in age from 5 to 85. Some of the youngest riders,
including the 1998 National Championship Fiesta Bowl and the 2001 Cotton Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Tennessee Marching Band with Rocky Top.
Do it by truck. The float was based on the famous painting that
and the parade continues. We have lots more units. They're coming up 15th Street, on to Pennsylvania Avenue, and then they'll pass the Presidential Inaugural Reviewing Stand on their way to 17th Street.
Won the 2000 Illinois State Bands of America National Marching Championships. The band is under the direction of Greg Bim and Associate Director Mark Whitlock.
Of appreciation.
Next is the Hella Shrine Temple Black Horse Masons. This unit consists
of an Oklahoma sweepstakes and 3-time Oklahoma Bandmasters finalist, directed by Mark Casperson.
The Marching Wildcats now approaching the Presidential Inaugural Reviewing Stand.
Donning their dress ceremonial police uniforms are the combined mounted police units from Indianapolis, Indiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Birmingham, Alabama, and Worcester, Massachusetts. These mounted officers work year-round to national tours. The band provides concert programs to the National Public Radio Network for broadcast in more than 100 cities. Founded in 1925, the band marched in President Hoover's inaugural parade in 1929 and has participated in every inaugural parade since. The Coast Guard's composite company represents the U.S. Coast Guard Academy of New London, Connecticut. The 90-member cadet marching unit
The Academy Band participates in numerous academy and outside activities that include Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, opening day of Shea Stadium, and a host of other parades and concerts. The U.S. Merchant Marine Academy Band.
The Merchant Marine Academy is set apart from most color guards by having a fifth and sixth man. The fifth man carries the Academy's battle standard, symbolizing the fact that the Academy is the only federal academy. The United States Merchant Marine Academy was dedicated in September 1940.
Jazz Band, Patriot Color Guard, and the Star Spangled Girls. The 187-member group has performed in events throughout the world. Among those include the Tournament of Roses Parade, the Lord Mayor's Parade in London, and the Orange Bowl Parade. Under the direction of Mr. Ron Pence, the Patriots are performing American Celebration by Robert Smith, the Homewood Patriot Marching Band from the great state of Alabama.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, next up, the Montana Long Riders. And leading the group down Pennsylvania Avenue is Senator Conrad Byrnes. Favorite. Their motto is, "We will surrender our lawn chairs only when they pry them from our cold, dead fingers."
Renowned Baltimore Symphony Orchestra led by Mr. Marvin Hamlish. The Marching Ravens led by Harry Wacker will perform America. You'll see them next weekend at the Super Bowl. The Baltimore Raven Band. Band next week against the New York Football Giants.
The band is now passing in review. They're heading down to you folks down on the 17th Street side. And worth waiting for. Congratulations to the Ravens and their Super Bowl.
This represents the U.S. Marshal Service. Since 1789, the U.S. Marshals and their deputies have answered the call in the service of the American...
The band has a long tradition of marching and playing excellence. The band will perform Beautiful Ohio and Fight the Team.
gentlemen, approaching the Presidential Inaugural Reviewing Stand, the Warren County, Kentucky Prevention Partnership, presenting its newest drug prevention vehicle.
McConnell will lead his 220-member group in performing America, and This Is My Country.
The Butler County Sheriff's Mounted Patrol Unit, passing in review, serve as volunteers to their community. Most serve as special...
Immaculate reception that led the Steelers to their first Super Bowl victory. Making history of a different sort, the 145-member band will perform Sound and Fury. El Capitan, the Washington Post, the Thunderer, and the March Grandioso. The Indians are directed by Arita Pagaras. The Fighting Indians marching band. Participants, the 2nd Company Governor's Horse Guard of Newton, Connecticut, was formed by an act of the state legislature in 1808. It's one of the oldest horse cavalry units in continuous service in the nation. The 30 troopers in the Guard average more than 500 hours each of volunteer... Conference Band of the Year, Professor and Band Director George Edwards has brought his band 1,500 miles to be part of this year's parade, the Prairie View A&M University Texas Marching Band.